D&D bags, my name's Tom and welcome back to another item of the week where I'm looking at weapons, armours, items and trinkets that you can use in your roleplay campaigns. So today we're going to be looking at the immensely powerful Ring of Seasons. On a general perception check, the ring looks very expensive, with an intricate gold and silver band intertwined and a jewel encrusted on top. It'd be worth a lot of gold to someone. However, on a closer look, you'll be able to discern one of four magical symbols within the obsidian jewel. These four symbols consist of a snowflake, a leaf, a sun, and a flower. And if you haven't guessed it already, these represent the seasons. So we've talked a little bit about how the ring looks, but what does it do? So the Ring of Seasons, as the name suggests, has the power over the four seasons. However, before we jump into its seasonal power, also note that the symbol displayed on the obsidian jewel at the top of the ring displays the current season. So essentially, the ring has the fantastical power to change the season within a 5-mile radius. All the user has to do is wear the ring and wish for the season that they want, and it will happen. So, for example, if you're in the middle of a swelteringly hot summer and the user of the ring wishes for winter, all the leaves on the trees will immediately fall and a blizzard will roll in. Now, it doesn't take a genius to realise that this immediate change of the season isn't without consequence. On a natural level, animals, creatures, monsters will be thrown into disarray. Navigation tactics used by avians, hibernation cycles, the search for food, all of this will be thrown into disarray. Now the key thing here is not to mistake this change of seasons for time magic, as it happens just instantly. Now, as we mentioned, these newly confused creatures and monsters will likely lash out or act completely irrationally. This can cause problems for the local populace, as monsters will start roaming around and attacking villages. And speaking of the local populace, villages, towns and cities are likely to be thrown into disarray as well. Crops on the verge of being harvested have now withered away, and the local watering hole where the populace get their water from has frozen over. This terrible power, however, is limited. The user can only use it 1d4 times a month. So we've talked about the great power this ring wields. Now, where would you find it? So an artifact with this potent effect is likely to be held by a powerful wizard or extreme arcana enthusiast. Now, this person would have to be very trusted by the local populace not to abuse this power. Alternatively, they may be a tyrant ruling over the local populace anyway, so they can do whatever they want. Personally, however, due to the mischievous nature of the ring and the changing of the seasons, I believe it should be in the hands of a less capable creature. For example, having a pack of goblins or kobolds in possession of the ring is much more entertaining for the players. Perhaps they stole this trinket off a travelling mage and are now causing a much bigger problem for the local village. If the players are moving through or into the area affected by the ring, they'll notice distinct differences. Perhaps the players can visually see the borderline of this power as well, with fallen leaves on the ground only in a certain area, and trees looking like they've been cut in half, with half of their foliage on and half of their foliage not there. Alternatively, perhaps a deity of the seasons or a season has gifted this ring to its champion. This champion could be a creature roaming the world to try and spread word of this deity. Perhaps if the deity and the champion are of good alignment, they use the power to help those in need. Towns and villages suffering from a horrendous blizzard could be saved in a matter of seconds. However, if the champion and the deity were more evil aligned, this power could readily be abused. The champion could sunder towns and cities by creating a never-ending winter. Alternatively, if they're more chaotic, perhaps they're just changing the seasons for the hell of it. Either way, the players are likely to hear of this champion and deity and the legacy they're leaving behind. Okay, so we've talked about what it looks like, we've talked about where to find it. Now let's talk about some alternative versions. Now, one idea for the Ring of Seasons is to have the seasons become collectible. And what I mean by that is perhaps the user has to collect magic sigils in order to power the ring to change the season. If they trek into a dungeon and find the sigil for winter, they can then use the ring to change the season to winter when they want. And the same thing for summer, autumn and spring. Perhaps these sigils are within dungeons, or perhaps they're kept by powerful mages. Either way, the player can collect these sigils and then add that power to the ring, allowing them to choose from the selection they have. Another alternate version could be that the ring adds power to the user. When in an area of winter, or the season of winter, the ring adds cold damage to the user's attacks. For autumn, perhaps the ring adds force or wind damage to the user's attacks. For summer, it will add fire damage, and for spring, it will add lightning. You know, spring showers and all. Therefore, the user can utilise the current season or change the season to add powers to their attacks. But again, with Item of the Week, it's open to interpretation. You take the Ring of Seasons and change it up for your campaign and your players.
Hey, thanks for watching Item of the Week. Be sure to leave a comment down below on how your players reacted to this week's item. Also, be sure to check out my channel for more Item of the Week and other D&D content. Hitting that subscribe button will make you the first to know when new videos come out. And finally, don't forget to drop me a follow on Twitter and check out the full Item of the Week archive in the link in the description.